What's going on social media? So Miami, and specifically Coral Gables and Coconut Grove, wouldn't be anything like what it is today if not for some very important people in our history. And yes, there was plenty of wealth and influence that made early development possible, but that's not who I'm talking about. I am talking about the actual hands and hearts of the people that physically built early Miami. So in South Florida's early days, the climate and the ecology that we have down here in South Florida was unlike anything else that we had experienced already in America. And so the early city builders and city developers needed to rely on the local ecological expertise of our neighbors over in the Caribbean. Many of the early laborers or farmers here in Miami were actually Bahamians who were familiar with how to cultivate our unique land or how to combine local materials for stronger construction. So as the years went on, these local laborers, their families, immigrated over here to South Florida, and they became the main ingredient of our incredibly rich culture. What I'm looking at today is a late 1920s bungalow-style 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. This is an example of vernacular architecture, and it is very likely, like many of the other bungalows around here, that the original owner is the one who constructed the property themselves. We have two common examples of vernacular architecture down here in this part of Coral Gables and Coconut Grove. It's going to be this bungalow as well as these shotgun-style homes. And you know, something very neat about this particular home is that the gable ends are actually off to the sides. These bungalow-style houses typically had the gable ended at the front, and they had a full-width front porch on them as well. But this specific house actually has them off onto the sides. Now, unfortunately, this property is in pretty rough shape. It is going to require quite a bit of work in order for it to be habitable once more. However, the good thing is that the city of Coral Gables has designated this property as a contributing property for the historical designation of the area. So there is plenty of appetite to restore and maintain the historical integrity of this property. I'm gonna have to check in on this property in a couple years to see how it turns out, but if you are the enthusiast who wants to restore it, do feel free to reach out. If you'd like to know any other information on other historical properties here in South Florida, also feel free to reach out for that, and I'm happy to get you connected. My name is Marvin.Broker. I am a broker down here in Miami, specializing in historic properties. You guys stay safe, take care, bye-bye.